Professor Osheroff, Professor Liu, President Huang, my dear fellow colleagues, students, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. My name is Dashin Lee, Chairman of the Physics Department. It is our great honor to invite Professor Osheroff, Nobel laureate in physics, to the National Dong Hua University. This visit is sponsored by Wenshi Culture and Education Foundation. Professor Osheroff is an American physicist. He received the 1996 Nobel Prize in Physics jointly with David Lee and Robert Richardson for their discovery of the superfluidity in helium-3. Professor Osheroff earned his bachelor's degree from Caltech in 1967. There he attended the very famous undergraduate lectures delivered by Richard Feynman. He mentioned in his autobiography that although he did not fully understand these lectures, he thinks these lectures contribute most to the development of his physical intuition. Later on, he attended Cornell for the graduate study. During that time, Professor Osheroff and his legal advisor, David Lee and Robert Richardson, discovered the superfluid phase of liquid helium. This great discovery earned them the 1996 Nobel Prize. Professor Osheroff finished his PhD degree in 1973. From 1972 to 1987, he was in Finland. Then he accepted a position at the Stanford University from 1977 until now. Professor Osheroff not only made a great achievement in research, he is also a wonderful teacher. He was presented with the Gore Award by the Stanford University for excellence in teaching. Nobel Prize kept a long list of awards that she had received. Professor Osheroff is a member of National Academy of Science. He also received the Simon Memorial Prize and many others. Okay, so today Professor Osheroff is here and he will give us a speech. The title is Richard Feynman, His Life and His Contribution to Science. Now let's welcome 笑容可掬的 Professor Osheroff.
Well, thank you for that very interesting introduction. I will tell you that I think I'm a reasonably good physicist, but Richard Feynman was I think almost unique in his ability to think problems through and formulate very creative solutions to these problems. And you'll see this in a bit. But Richard Feynman was born in 1918 and died in 1988. He developed a theory of quantum electrodynamics, which described the interactions of electrons, positrons, and electromagnetic fields, providing physicists with a new way to work with electrons. He did something different than the two people that he shared the Nobel Prize with, and that is he produced an alternative formulation of quantum mechanics using the principle of least action, which allowed him to describe the electrodynamics on his own terms using a matrix of measurable quantities visually represented by a series of graphs known as Feynman diagrams. Produced much later, his Feynman lectures on physics, which I attended when I was an undergraduate at Caltech, have provided guidance and inspiration to this day, not just to undergraduate physics majors, but to professors of physics as well. And I dare say when I'm preparing to give a lecture on something that I haven't done before I go back and see what Richard Feynman had to say. His work on the weak force was crucial to the development of the electroweak theory, and his part-on model of the nucleons was important in the discovery of quarks. Next slide, please. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, this is what I was reading. Next slide. Okay, so a lot of what I'm going to be presenting today is contained in a book which Feynman's daughter, Michelle Feynman, put together entitled Perfectly Reasonable Deviations from the Beaten Track, The Letters of Richard P. Feynman. It's quite a remarkable set of letters, and I was actually quite surprised that Feynman was so methodical in keeping all of these things. Next slide, please. Okay, this is a picture of